Greetings in Christ, it's Father Mark. I have three announcements that I want to share with you. The first two have to do with Christian formation. So this Sunday, September 18th, our children's formation program is beginning at 9 o'clock in the morning and will go until about 9:45. So we invite those of you who are parents and have children in the ages from kindergarten up through 5th grade to bring your kids, head on down into the educational wing. That's as you enter the church. If you turn left and make your way down to the far end of the hallway, the children's formation classrooms are there. Cindy McCook has volunteered to be our principal lay leader. She's gathered around her a group of other adults who feel called to this ministry of children's formation. It is something, however, broader than just the responsibility of a few. When our parents bring their children to be baptized, they make the promise that they will do everything in their power to raise their children into the full stature of Christ. And those of us who witness the vows make a promise that we will do everything in our power to support them in that vocation. So Christian formation is the work of the entire church. Children's formation starts this Sunday at 9 o'clock. And I hope that you will bring your children and be a part of this great movement of Jesus. One of the way that those of us who may be parents but have parents that are grown or children that are grown and gone can do is to model an ongoing curiosity and desire to grow in faith. And to that end, we have two offerings. We have the Wired Word that meets in the Canterbury Room. That's also in the educational wing. And the curriculum for Wired Word is drawn from the news stories of the day. So the people who develop this curriculum take a news story, they develop questions around it that are intended to engage those who participate in a reflection on the news from a position of faith to help determine what kind of moral and ethical response we are called to offer to that. It is really a crucial way of developing discipleship. And so I encourage that as an option for those of you who wish to engage and deepen your Christian faith and vocation. If that doesn't sound like something that you are interested in, I hope that you will join me in the parish hall. I am going to offer a class on the first 5 books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. It's known as the Pentateuch or the Torah. And we are going to do a book in a half an hour. So this Sunday, we are going to do the book of Genesis in 1/2 hour. So obviously this is not a Bible study. We are not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the biblical text, but we're going to be looking at broad themes in the book of Genesis and how those themes lay the foundation for later biblical narrative. Okay. I will tell you that I have been challenged in the preparation of this because I keep wanting to go deeper into the text. But in staying at a higher level and looking at a broad span of the text, I have discovered things that I've never really seen before. And I'm always amazed by what God can do with the power of the Spirit to open my eyes and my heart and my mind so that the text can engage me in different ways. So I'll be doing Genesis this week between 9:15 and 9:45. Next week, Father John Borrego will be our guest teacher, and he will be offering his 30 minutes on the book of Exodus. So I invite you to be a part of that as well. The third thing I want to share with you has to do with stewardship. This year's stewardship theme will be Imagine, not John Lennon's Imagine, but imagine what God can do with us and through us. And the vestry has begun working on developing what we're calling a narrative budget. It's a description of various parts of the ministry of our church, not talking about them in terms of money, but what do we want to accomplish? What do we want them to look like? So we're going to look at things like administration, buildings and grounds. What do we want pastoral care to look like? Christian formation, liturgy, and worship. And when we develop the brief paragraph about each of those elements, then we will ask a second question. And the second question is this: what do we need to accomplish that vision? Okay. Now, we may find that there are a variety of resources. We may need more volunteers. We may need to bring outside professionals in to help us. We may need more finances. For one, I will tell you that we need to support our music ministry in a bigger way this coming year. But the process of allowing ourselves to imagine what God can do with us, I hope will inspire us to see our vocation as a congregation, as a whole and as individuals, in a more powerful and inspiring way. So I invite you to begin to prayerfully discern how God can use you within this congregation, within this world, and within your own heart and your life, within your own family. So those are the things I wanted to share. God's peace be with you. I'll see you on Sunday.